In the middle of the late night, baby, I seem to think of only you. Yeah, yeah. You know who you are. Hello, everyone. This is Kev, and welcome to a Monday night here at BMBBH. And for those of you who don't know what BMBBH means, did you even look at the name of this YouTube channel? So yeah, let's go ahead and put our minds right there. All right. And a special shout out to the haters out there. I just want to tell you guys something that should give you hope. I'm sure all of your mothers still love me. So just tell them, man, keep their fingers crossed. And one day I might run into them at a grocery store or a gas station, and I might actually look their way. So I mean, once again, so we'll we'll save those stories for later. But anyway, also shout out to the replay gang. You guys watch the show at times other than when it's live. So that means that you took your time to actually um, click on the thumbnail and watch. So you play a very important role in the growth of this channel, and you are highly appreciated. So leave that in the comment section. Hashtag replay gang, or say replay in progress or something. Just let me know you're there, and I'll acknowledge you. So thank you for all the comments that you've been putting up under my live streams after they happen to hybrid catastrophic impact X83rd power. Yeah, the all everybody's participation helps this channel. So whether you're in the live chat, whether you're in the comment section, whether you're pressing like or not, This that all of that counts, and uh, just very satisfied with the level of participation that this channel has right now. So you guys are the GOAT. And speaking of live chat, we have RPM and Andre 416 Reform. These guys are down with this channel right here and this space in general, like two flat tires. So, so that definitely means a lot to me. Uh, also let me give a shout out to the members of this channel. You guys have decided for a small fee per month that you support this channel from month to month, and you guys are really appreciated. So, the members of the channel are as follows: Greg, Aaron P, Phil, Brad, Days, Indigo Flow, The God Gold P, D Rock Den, American Negro, D Scott, Andre 416 Reform, who is also in the building, Black Light Revelations 2, and Mr. Me Too. Thank you guys for being members from month to month. And hopefully I don't say anything to piss you guys off and make you leave. But I mean, sometimes I can slip on a banana peel. That's just what I'm saying. But thank you. I'm just just messing around. All right. So we got a super chat in the building. Really appreciate that. Andre 416 Reform. He said late night surprise stream tax LOL. Yeah, it's a surprise because I'm supposed to actually go on consistently every Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. Sometimes like what's been happening is I've been having some brain farts, meaning that coming up with shit to talk about. You know what I'm saying? I mean, there's enough shit that's happening out in the news. Like I could get up here and talk about the Texas border crisis, something like that, or what's going on in Chicago and in California, places such as that, or our president's declining mental health, which that's something that's very alarming out there. But I just don't choose to talk about any of that shit. The super fucking obvious. So, all right. I mean, because I don't want to ever come off as like this guy that thinks that he's so super fucking smart that I just can, snub my nose to the viewing audience and say, hey, you know what? This is what I know, and I bet you don't know it. Because, see, that would make me sort of ignorant. And, ignorance is something that we should try to purge, on a consistent basis whenever we are, facilitating these environments. So, with that being said, I just want to show y'all a little something. So, I mean, uh, it, sometimes you gotta, mention a hater or two, but I just want to show y'all what, happened last night. And I wouldn't have known anything about this because, I'm trying not to pay attention to certain people. I mean, if they acknowledge themselves and they actually say something, then hey, I'm one of the guys that will respond back to a person consistently. But at the same time, if somebody's doing it a little bit too frequently, you don't want that person to know that they're occupying your brain space, because then if I have so many things to say about this person and he occupies my brain space, what does that say about me? Oh, I just be thinking about this motherfucker. Do I want to think about people I don't like? No, I don't. I don't want to think about people I don't like. I don't. But hey, sometimes I just notice a few things. I mean, but this came to me via another sub. I'll say that much. And I have to treat the subscribers. Yeah, I have to treat you guys like you are important, because what you did, you hit the subscribe button, which means that YouTube hasn't unsubscribed you yet. I mean, for real, this shit's. I mean, I get it. Some people unsubscribe because they get pissed off with the channel's content. I mean, I'm not going to be, and I'm also going to be the one that admits to his own weaknesses. But I mean, but I get people coming to me all the time saying, "Hey, they dropped my sub from your channel." I even had a guy send a video showing me he tried to sub back and it wouldn't let him sub back. Okay, so if that really is the case, I'm supposed to have over 5,000 subs. Just 5,000, not no crazy ass number or nothing like that. But uh the thing is, with everything that is in existence for black people in social media when we deal with topics like this, to have that also against us, that just presents another obstacle. So I just want to show y'all a little bit of something. Like I said, I try not to think about people I don't like. I rather think about I don't know, I don't know when Dragon Ball Super is gonna come back in anime form. It's like, come on, Akira Toriyama. I don't want to see him turn back to kids. I want to see Moro, but that's something else. Um, yeah, let me share the screen. Share the screen. So once again, I have to come out here and mention these guys. Oh, okay. Well, and I mean, this is a mistake. I mean, I don't mean to be petty like this. I mean, I'm just noticing I'm still subscribed, and I subscribe to a lot of people that I don't agree with. I'm serious. I'm not the guy that I want an echo chamber. I'm not like your typical person with a Facebook account. Oh, you have to agree with me. Why are you disagreeing with me on my page? Why are you doing? No, I'm not like that. So hey, let's go ahead and do that for a sec. And I'm not triggered in any way. I'm not triggered. Maybe a little bit petty, but I mean, shit. If you're doing this type of shit, and I mean, this might be a little bit competition. Then I mean, oh, it's okay. It's okay. I'm meaningless. I'm nobody. I'm half a motherfucking person. You don't need my sub. All right, so boom, right there. Sorry about that, but I do support black men media. Trust me on that. I do. So that might not have been a good look, but fuck it. Yeah, sometimes you got to do that shit. But anyway, okay, just I want y'all to read this well under this title right here. Black Cannabis Talk 868. Apparently this show went on a little bit before I hit the air last night. The Real Smoke Show. Okay. All right. So I'm not really just, trying to take shots at these guys like they take shots at the space like it's supposed to make them so fucking special. I'm just gonna let those guys know that if you're cornflakes, I'm frosted flakes or golden grams or some shit like that. I mean, and you're not even Kellogg's cornflakes. You're that shit that comes in a white box at a surplus one of those knockoff grocery store restaurant type deals like a Sunday dinner or something like that. The like you're the white box, bro. It's this type of action is nothing to me. So if you really want to say shit like this, and I mean, I'm calling myself being a part of the Black Manosphere, I appreciate it, man. Please, by all means, give me a promotion. Let me know that I'm occupying your brain space. The Real Smoke Show. All right, good, awesome. You guys are excelente. And I mean, shit. I'm glad you got the views you got. That's some real shit. So, all right, let me stop. Like letting those guys know that they're occupying. Because I'm sure when they thought about this title right here, they probably had something like a joygasm and called each other over the phone. Oh man, ooh, you said that shit, man. You said that shit too. You got the lotion? Yeah, you got the lotion? Yeah. I mean, this kind of conversations these guys have. So I mean, this look, I'm only at 1%, like with the shit. I try to pull back. I try to stay calm. I try to speak with good diction. I try to make it look as good as possible for black men. I'm not completely uptight, not completely. So, hey, good job, fellas. And please, by all means, go to this channel and please, they got some good information over there. And if you fall asleep, don't be upset with me. Okay. Okay. All right. That's enough of that. Sorry, guys. I had to put you through that. But I don't know, man. If a subscriber goes out of their way to tell me this, then I have to respect that. I appreciate you guys so much. You don't know how, subs. You don't know how. So I called this stream on notice from a habitual line stepper. So you hear that little thing we say over here all the time, long live the habitual line steppers. You hear that, and we got quite a few people in the audience that says it as well. And I mean, like, we have panelists that visit us so frequently, they might as well be what we're talking about when we say habitual line stepper. They might as well be a habitual line stepper. But as far as it is, it started out with 3 and then it became 5. I'll put it to you like this. The meaning of habitual line stepper is this simple. When you are a black man, when you say things that, kind of go against the grain a little bit or truthful or honest that might slightly offend people, you are officially stepping over the line. Thus the adage, habitual line stepper. Shout out to Charlie Murphy, who died from leukemia, an affliction I had when I was a teenager. He became famous, like, saying this about Rick James. He's saying that Rick James was a habitual line stepper. Rest in peace. So we at the beginning, myself, Roger from the Roger Report Live, and Dunny from YAS4W. Then it was called You Ain't Shit for Watching. We decided to form the Habitual Line Steppers. And I actually got an offer from another content creator to join their crew. I'm not one of these guys that will sit up here in, anti-black manosphere broadcasts and continually try to call myself flexing like, oh, they wanted me to be a part of the manosphere. And I told them no. Oh, I don't want to be a part of that mess. Stop asking me. I'm not gonna help you out when they come get you. You have guys that's in the hater space that actually say that shit. And the guy that asked me to be a part of his crew is one of them. Asked me to be a part of his crew. Yeah, come on, join us, man. We forming this crew. I'll tell you the name of the crew. He was gonna call their crew Brothers Amongst Men. Already, I mean, like, good, awesome, I guess. But I mean, me and my boys over here, we already decided that we were gonna, if they can't come, we good. Like, we already decided what we're gonna do. And that next broadcast, we introduce ourselves as the Habitual Line Steppers on this channel. If I can find which live stream that was, because I'm sure that's still up, I'll put it in my community tab for those of you who are watching, so you can hear the official introduction of the Habitual Line Steppers. And to make it so bad, that other guy said, I'm a habitual line stepper too. And yeah, we're sitting up there like, nah, it's just us 3 at the moment. But we eventually ended up falling out with that turd. So as time went on, somebody else we used to be cool with on Facebook. In fact, 2 people, by the way, there are 2 more content creators, and that joined us. I mean, whether they asked or we asked them is not important. If they want to tell the story about how they became an actual habitual line stepper, then hey, they will tell that story one day. It is their choice to do that, but it's my choice to give my interpretation. So we joined up with them, those two content creators. One is Dark Skater 7. He dabbles in mostly tech and not really content of the Black Manosphere. Um, so he, unboxings, gaming stuff like that. Military guy, one of the smartest people I know, actually. And the other one, of course, well, some of you know, Sister George, from the Breakdown, a woman's perspective, which has been on sort of a hiatus. So I hope to see Sister George in Concrete Rose, creating content soon again. But sometimes you got to take a break. And you just that sometimes you got to remove yourself to live life a little bit. You don't want to lose complete focus of who you are and the things you have to do. So, hey, but those are the five. We are the five, not like the seven minus two or some shit like that. For those of you who watch The Boys, I just said that. Don't let that stick. But I feel like at this point, since then, that we are sort of a community at this point. And I say that at this point 3 times as of right now. But it feels great seeing when someone says, "Long live the habitual line steppers," or LLTHLS, or "Long live." Those are usually the three that I see. Yeah, it feels great because that means that we sort of resonated with the audience, the general audience, between all of our channels. So that feels okay. That feels good. Really is like between myself and Roger. That's where you'll hear it mostly. But Sister George uses it sometimes as well. I mean, especially when we spot each other in live chats. So yeah, but it feels good to have so many people that's saying that, and is becoming a little kind of a little mini culture. I mean, it's something that if it grows, it grows. If more people catch on, more people catch on. I mean, I'm sure that there are many incarnations of people calling or groups calling themselves habitual line steppers. But when you come to this space, when you hear someone says "Long live the habitual line steppers," know where that came from. That came from the Roger Report. That came from myself, Dunny, Weiss, YAS4W, which means you ain't shit for watching. That came from us. And we are honored, and I mean, at least I'm humbled. I mean, I can't speak for the other ones. And that's just because they're grown-ups. Uh, I really appreciate that kind of support. So, hey, ain't nothing like the real thing. Not a cheap imitation. But hey, if you try to be a cheap imitation of me, I might be maybe 1 or 2% flattered. So, hey, thank you guys. Thank you for real. And long live the habitual line steppers. Uh, you know, peace, love, and best wishes to all you guys. So, this is what I want to do. I want to be an ambassador of goodwill. Some things are gonna have to be dealt with because that's the reality. Some things got to be dealt with. Just know this: Kev is a person that knows how to look in the mirror when that's done. So what I'm saying is that nothing or no one, not including myself, is above critique. So I want y'all to, for those of you who are watching, get ready for that reaction Wednesday because it's going to explain a great deal. And I even make some points I make tonight. I'll probably just make them on Wednesday as well. Because I mean, good God, I mean, you sure do talk about like there's some content creators that sure do talk about these guys a lot. And the one thing that I often leave out when I say that is while these guys are still creating their content, not focused on the haters. And really, I guess that's how you win. You know, it's not their job to answer you. It's not their obligation to answer you. If some of these content creators that are in this space right here answered everybody that said something about them, they'll be on this platform all day, every day, addressing motherfuckers. And I guess the more haters you got, the more right shit you're doing, the more shit you're doing right. So I get it. I understand why give those people that kind of energy. Hey, they don't have to. They're not obligated to, but I can. But my own free will and my own choice. So hey, all right. Let me look at these comments here. I like I like to be interactive with you guys. That's the fun part. Yeah, 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 yeah. So let's see who's all in this chat here. Uh, hey, I'll be missing out on some comments with my rambling and shit. Raven Knight is in the building. What's good? Super Bowl bound baby. You must be either from San Francisco or Kansas City. Yeah, I ain't like that too much Lamar Jackson losing, but hey, somebody gotta lose. I like the Ravens. Raven Knight said my teams didn't okay, so you ain't from either one of them places. Man said talk your shit, Kev. I like your stances on shit. Yes. Preach. Seriously. How to grow cannabis. Hey man, I want to know how to do that though. That's some useful shit. I mean, for real, you get the right seeds and voila, you got your own shit. You ain't gotta go out and risk your life in the streets, going to the front of a gas station with a little mixtape, hey man, you good, man? You need some smoke. And then, you turn to a little mixtape and say, by the way, yes. Yeah, let me get a dub. Yeah. You're doing a service to the community. You're gonna grow up to be a fucking doctor. Yeah. Shoot. So yeah, I would love to know how to grow cannabis. I would love to. But them Cowboys will be paying me fan support in the divorce 28 years. Man, I mean, shit, man. You got T.O. coming out and speaking against the Dallas Cowboys. And then when they fucked up that, remember when Tony Rumble fucked up that, I guess he fucked up the snap on the, I guess it was going for a field goal, but Tony Romo fucked up the snap. Then next thing you know, T.O. on TV crying and shit for the third, fourth, fifth time. That's my quarterback. That's my team. Start like, bruh. Yeah, man, because that's what people do, man. I mean, when their butts hurt, that's it. That's it, man. It's a wrap. Shit. Until that butt heals. And I mean, I'm sorry, I'm mentioning some man's butt, so I'll stop it right there. Shit, you're gonna have problems with people like that. Shoot. I'm sorry, man. Happy people don't do that shit. Happy people don't carry on like that. And I'm not always happy, but I'm happier than that big bastard. So, all right. Alonzo Hall, the all-star advisor. Long live the habitual line steppers. Salute. Salute yourself, sir. The all-star advisor. Which, content that is really useful. And I'm not just saying that. Go check his channel out. See, any of you content creators, especially with wrenches, are allowed to drop links in this chat. So the people who are watching, if they don't know where to find the person's channel, well, the content creator's channel, they could just hit the link in the live chat. So go ahead, moderators. See, that's why I make y'all moderators. Let's be a community. Let's all promote and support each other, I would say. So I mean, Chaos Rain, he promotes his shit in here. So that's what it's for. I mean, mod wrenches are not necessarily for power tripping and maintaining the echo chamber, I would say, that some of these other channels do. Because, I mean, if someone were to say that this channel was an echo chamber, they'd be a goddamn lie. I'm not look, guys, I mean, it is I don't know if I've always talked like this or if I just talk like this every now and again. But, well, some's gotta stop somewhere. So, villain origin story is gonna start there Wednesday night. Or or it could have been started. I mean, shit. Hey, you can let a person mention you 300 times and then see, here's the thing about me and my closest confidants. Every time I really get started, they have to calm me down. I don't know why. I mean, shit, I'm not too mad. I mean, I guess, I don't know, just I don't know. I don't think that anyone could ever project enough rage through a Wi-Fi connection. But at the same time, when they have a lot annoying voices that you can't unhear, I mean, and that's the reason why you try to stay away from their channel. But then a subscriber brings something to your attention, then sometimes you got to do what you got to do. So we got Donnie in the building. YS4W. Yes, an innovator, definitely. In my habitual line stepper brother. Proud of that shit. Family man right there. So Andre 416 Reform said, I bet these niggas don't know shit about growing weed unless they didn't mean that literally. They probably got about as much information as I do. But like also, I sometimes I don't like to undercut people. Sometimes people can, make enough money to facilitate the environments that are conducive to doing such. And for that, it's not hard if you look, do your research and you got to get the right lighting, you got to have the right moisture, humidity in the room if you want a great product. And just once it starts growing, you got to separate the male plants from the female plants. So none of the potency will go in the seeds. You know, keep them from reproducing, so potency won't be in the seeds. It'll all be in the weed. I know at least that much, but I've never ever actually grown weed myself. So I mean, yeah, I would probably say in the next 20 years that it's probably going to be legalized nationwide. 20 years for sure. So, hey, yeah, just keep your fingers crossed. Y'all really don't know about other channels. Oh, okay. Like I know about Mace Taggart. Shoot, I know about him. I know about DJ Cuda. Shoot, I know about Abba and Preach. I mean, all were mentioned in this space. But I watch stuff like What Culture Wrestling, Cooking with CJ, stuff like that. Yeah, I'm subscribed to cooking channels. I went on somebody else's show and said something about a cooking channel, and they just kind of, I mean, they kind of flipped, but they that could have had something to do with the subject matter. Yeah, I do know about other channels: Unrelent Gaming, Death Battle, some nerd shit. Chaotic Truth Live, who is kind of a buffoon. Austin Holloman, yeah, I was on Rogish's channel earlier, and it was like dating coaches versus passport bros, which is like for me with these dating coaches, the jokes write themselves, man. I mean, shit. What they do? You hit them up on text message. What to do, coach? What to do? She stroked her hair and she kind of, I think she smiled, but she squinted her eyes a little bit too. What does that mean? Well, that means that you should go in for the kill. All right, hut. Go in there, player. Like, no. Concept sounds kind of stupid. That sounds like what is an overused word around here? A grift. But check out Rogish. Yeah, I enjoyed the 30-40 minutes I spent over there today. So yeah. What's up, Ray Hummer? The Hummer Force was good. Raven I said, I chatted with them once about gardening. My botanicals magic is potent. All righty. D Rock Den. Hydra catastrophic impact X 83rd power. RIP to the fallen line steppers. Yeah, whoever you are out there, it's just yeah, especially with Charlie Murphy, because he was sort of a line stepper himself. Hey, RIP, rest in peace, rest in paradise. Anyone who isn't willing to tell harsh truth isn't your real friend or family. Yes, I used to tell people all the time, if my breath stink, please tell me. Don't let me go around with stink breath, because I'll go around the wrong individual with it, and then it's over with socially. That motherfucker got stank ass motherfucking breath, man. Breath smell like boo boo. Like, no, be my friend. Let me know. Give me a piece of gum if I don't have one. Help a friend in need. It's the person that's not your friend that wants you to look like a fool. They don't back down and say what needs to be said. They don't go along to get along. Kev ain't jumping ship. Remember when that nigga called himself a habitual line stepper? Yeah, we had to offer some clarity. Yeah, Donnie remember what broadcast I'm talking about. Like I said, like maybe like sometime tonight after I get off or tomorrow, I'm gonna look for that broadcast and I'm gonna put it in my community tab. Y'all can see who I'm talking about. Yep. And what is the doctrine of the habitual line steppers? Now we know one can apply for elder, though Black Uru is an immortal. Man was born in the 1800s. LLTHLS, the secret code for Black immortals. Close, but even though it's just like five of us officially, man, it's just like people in the audience, in our audiences, will say, "Long live the habitual line steppers." And I'm not gonna say something like, "No, you're not." You're when did this happen? Like, like that night, like I did hot sauce that night. I mean, which really I should have handled that another way. Seriously. But is is for me is like sometimes my understanding is official who we understood who who's in and who's not in or whatever. But as far as the understanding and in the community sense, then yeah, I mean, Black Uru's been around enough. I mean, I would say in the community itself. I mean, and the audience perception. Hey, I'm not there to go around and correct everybody or police what it is anyway. So I mean, it's what you make of it. Is all support is appreciated on any one of our channels. D Rock did. Okay, I think I shouted you out. Art the Stall was good. I don't agree with some of what Sister George says, but she's a habitual line stepper, so I respect her. You ain't supposed to agree with everything somebody say. Shoot, not even me. I just think you're a little silent when it comes to me if I said something to you that you're slightly perturbed with. But I mean, Hybrid, you've been one of the ones that's been down for like about 3 or 4 years. So I mean, and that's for you too. Don't be if I say some shit that you don't agree with. Don't be afraid to say anything. I mean, Donnie, he doesn't have any fear in disagreeing with anything that any of the line steppers say. So, and I don't take that shit personal. I'm not gonna stalk him for years and dox his family or anything like that. We just okay. He's simply going to talk to me like an adult, and I'm going to talk to him like an adult, and then we're just gonna leave it at that. But it's just like you're not like I agree with that sentiment. You're not supposed to agree with everything someone says, and I'm sure Sister George understands that too. So, Sweet Jones, what's good? Looking forward to Reaction Wednesday. Yes, yes, Reaction Wednesday. The thing is about that is it's not I don't have to react to recent shows that content creators do. I don't have to react to recent shows. I can pull something from 3 years ago. I can pull something from 4 years ago. I can pull something from a decade ago. That's how these Reaction Wednesdays work. And it doesn't even have to necessarily be content on YouTube. It could be a book. Oh yeah, Kev said book. Yeah, for real, a book. It could be a book. It could be a television event like the slap on the Oscars or some shit like that. But those are just ongoing topics in the space anyway. But I'm just giving you an idea of what the Reaction Wednesday is going to be about. I mean, is and I've always welcomed criticism. So if people can do the same to me, they can have a little Reaction Wednesday too. They can have something called the Real Reaction Wednesday. Something like that. Oh man, damn! It's been 40 minutes and I haven't really had a topic, like for real. So what do you guys think? Did I have a topic tonight? Shoot, but hey, being able to keep people engaged when you really don't have a topic, man, that says something versus the people who think they have topics and get mad when others get more attention than they do. Shoot, so hey, really, really says something. But hey, on notice. What's on notice? Who's on notice? Let's put the stupidity on notice. And if you can't handle it, if you can't handle it, it is not it is far be it from me to obligate you. If Mahone had wife had sex with him the night before, they ain't winning shit. Yeah, man, just that's equivalent to no fap. It's supposed to make you stronger. So, if that wouldn't that be like wouldn't that be something like you can't be busting nuts, you don't play as good. Like, so I've been growing for about 15 years. Okay, yes, our RPM is growing cannabis for about 15 years. And just yeah, just like that. So it is some pretty good stuff. Would you call it like what do they call kind bud or gas? Some hydro. Well, I know what hydro is. That's yeah, that's supposed to be weed grown underwater. What Master P used to call that Doja, that Bay. I don't know, man. I'd be maybe screwing some slang up because some of these words in other states might mean something else. That greeny green green, that sticky icky. I was also on pot cops. Oh, people came for you. I was about to make a joke about that, but I didn't want to make it seem like that. I was hoping that happened to you, but I mean, shit, it happened. Said Romo, my QB, talking about To with tears running out his eyes. That's my team. That's my quarterback. For the love of God, please stop talking about the damn Cowboys. Hey man, I remember when they won. I remember when they won when Emmitt Smith got that Super Bowl ring and Troy Aikman. Troy Aikman, that guy. What year was that? It was an extra point attempt, right? Yep. Oh man, that shit. Oh, we got a super chat. Really appreciate the love. 416 reform. He said I got like 5K worth of growing equipment, tents for personal use, and grew for about a year. It's pretty easy. All right. All righty. That like I said, that's something I would love to know how to do. Like, one of my bucket list things, grow some weed. We have too many unique minds in here to be. Yeah, hell yeah. What the fuck do I like? Seriously, What the fuck do I agree with all you niggas on? Just please tell me. Oh, yeah, yeah, the same bullshit. Hair weave, the hair weave. We don't like hair weave and makeup, hair weave and makeup and shit like that. The white woman, the white woman is God. That's what we all agree on. But I mean, I'm being sarcastic for the people in the cheap seats. BGS Ipmore was good. Shout out. Either you die or live long enough to become the villain. Yes. Yes, yes. I agree with that. I agree with that. And I don't plan on dying any soon, although that is something I totally cannot control and knock on wood. Roguish, the snooze kicker. Is someone speaking of specifics and of horticulture cultures? All right. I think you could have just said horticulture, roguish, but what's good, my dog? What's good? Yeah, I enjoyed reading that. Raven Knight said, I've grown sativas, hybrids, and indicas. I don't do autos. What are autos? I've never heard of autos. I've heard of sativas, I've heard of hybrids, and I heard of indicas. And I don't particularly like the indicas because, like, I'll fall asleep. Like, I'll be nap time in a heartbeat. Seriously. And that's without smoking. Shoot, but, like, for real, like an indica, I'm like, "Damn," like, that's what I get, for dealing with, like, street dealers. Because it's like street dealers, you don't really know what you're getting, you kinda, they're saying it's loud. Yeah, that's another little term they use for, the high grade stuff, because, I grew up with, like, let me see, from 19, it's like it's supposed to be 3 kinds, 3 levels, I would say. It's supposed to be the regular or Reggie. No, regular weed, that's that shit that is about as close to yard grass as you can get without actually being yard grass. That's what they call grass. That's that shit they used to smoke in the '70s. Like Louis C.K. was talking about this shit. Like I remember he made a weed joke. He said this shit that's being smoked today is 10, 15, 20 times more potent than what they were smoking back then at Woodstock. I mean, shit, if I were to go back in a time machine and smoke at Woodstock, I probably wouldn't even get high. I like everybody think they so cool. Is like, but these are the same people that would eventually start putting raisins in their potato salad. Oh, we went to Woodstock and we wore our flower shit and we smoked a little weed. You ain't smoke shit, motherfucker. Uh, Fleetwood Mac. Yeah, but yeah, it's yeah. So I guess I made. But what is auto though? Yeah, that's one thing I like to know. I know Google is my friend. I would look that up. Comics Explain. Yeah, yeah, I watch Comics Explain. But, sometimes them guys talk as if they're trying to preserve that woke shit. I mean, he Comics Explain will still like be very impassionate about the comics and the materials, especially some of the like especially like the old school stuff. I like to watch him, like to listen to his stuff when he talk about the old school stuff, like the original Secret Wars, something like that. I thought he did a really good job uh doing videos on that stuff like that. But you know, so many B Dub channels are echo chambers. Yeah, yeah, they are because and evidence of that is any woman that doesn't agree with the echo chamber sentiment of hate black men. They get attacked. They get called pick me's. They get harassed in all ways, shapes, or forms, especially when the woman that is supposedly the pick me is popular. And shit, I've been like, I don't know. I've been watching this particular female on Instagram. Her name is the Lady J. She's like, she's a white woman, but she kind of like an anti-feminist, and she gets called pick me a lot. Yeah, but I don't know if y'all like real like I do watch like I watch Instagram, but I know I should probably pay more attention to what's going on in this space, I guess. Yeah, so yeah, but yeah, they are echo chambers. And if you go over there while they talking that shit and you say something in their live chat that they don't agree with, they will block you from that channel immediately. It doesn't even have to be that bad. See, I'll block a bitch for trying to like do something like talk about dead people or kids, not because I disagree with you. I have never blocked anybody from a channel that just because I disagree with you philosophically. You have to be doing something blatant like making fun of a dead person or attacking children. That's two things that you should never ever do in this channel. You want to do that shit, you go to the beef sector. If that's the kind of shit that you want to do. Keep your shit under 80. No need to worry about the was that Hermes. Also, don't stress the plant too much. I never ever Hermy. Okay, is that one of those? Is that a word where you're from, man? Hermy. Just like when people say the words like Hasai. Forgive me for being an old nigga that don't understand some of these millennial terms. And Raven, that's why I laugh at the old indica versus sativa argument. It means nothing. Okay, cancer patients really like my grow. So I'm using my power to benefit those good to me and in need. It's medicine. Yeah. If it were really that dangerous, would it be legal in some states? I mean, or decriminalized? I mean, in the vicinity where I'm at, it's decriminalized. They'll give you a ticket if they catch you with it. But like if you're publicly out with it, they'll give you a ticket. But then like they don't even take them tickets seriously like that. If I have a booger in my nose, tell me. I'll yell at you, then later appreciate the honesty. I mean, hybrid. Like, what if they just like kind of like pulled you over, like, man, look, man, go and get a tissue over there. You got a cliffhanger. What are you gonna do, man? God damn it! How dare you make me not look like a fool in front of them ladies over there? Shit. Shit. Uh, Ed Raven, I was considering making a growing channel a while back, especially when weed became legal in Canada. I don't know, man. You might not be monetized in some in some in some areas or some states. You know, they do you like when you play some music, you cannot be monetized in Bulgaria. Like so, I mean, peace from the pad. Oh yeah, Rogus is chilling like a villain. Black Uru and Yo Romero were born in the 1800s. Oh boy. All right. Oh look, who's in the building? We got Toya the tutor. That means that whenever she speaks, you can damn sure learn something. And if you get a sentence wrong, oh God, you're gonna have that sentence right before it's all over with. Just shout out to her. I'll just say that. So yeah, let's see. D Scott was good. Oh shit, who got some papers? The smoke show was last night. I heard the real smoke show was last night too. I mean, I said the real smoke show. A nigga that's plain as the nose on a average white grandmother's face. Shit. All right. All right. Yeah. Alonzo, the All Star Advisor, has dropped this link in the chat. Please go check him out. Offer him a sub. All right. I might well go ahead and drop this link. Say what, what the hell? What the hell? Yeah, I got kind of a long day tomorrow, so I can offer up another hour or two. For those of you who can't stay the course, I keep these broadcasts up so you can always come back and watch. I do understand. We got 32 in the building. So I hope all of you press like because I'm checking those likes right now. All right. Well, I tell you, there's always one, isn't it? But that's good, man. I always play that video for that one special person. I mean,
Now I'm feeling objectified by your male gaze. Damn.
yeah. Thank you, guy. I probably know who that is too. So I'm, I would say I'm flattered, but I mean, for real, there's no way of knowing for real. So if I say I'm flattered and the dislike is not a female, then you know, see, I'm just saying. I'm saying. Oh, here we go. I think wrestling is fake. We don't agree on that, but I fucks with you, Kev. It's always that one guy, isn't it? Hey, Kevin, did you know that wrestling? Yeah, man. Oh, man. Oh, shit. Let's see. Let me do something real quick. Yeah, what's good?
Hello, Kev. What's up, everybody? Long live the habitual line steppers.
Long live. Long live.
I wanted to say that. You had some questions about growing. I'll try to be as easy as possible if you want to know. I also wrote out what a description of a Hermie is, so you could want to read that. That actually explains that a little bit further, that term. A Hermie basically is when a planet gets stressed out, typically caused by heat. You want to keep your plants under 80 degrees. That's the secret. 80 degrees. That's the max. Plants can actually survive up to 95 degrees, but you have to have CO2. If you're using supplemental CO2, you can go ahead and chill out. Your max is about 95 degrees. But I mean, if you're running CO2, you're running canisters at that point. You're not running auto generators when it comes to CO2. Let's see, what other questions you had? You said autoflowers. Autoflowers is basically you have photo periods, which I like to grow because I can control it. I can flip it when I'm ready to flip it, mean I can short my cycle down. Autoflower is a plant you just plant it in, and that thing it grows until it's ready to go in the flower by itself. Photos you can control. You switch your lights instead of running 18:6, you can go ahead and run it 12:12. At that point, you're in the flower. I usually run my cycles it takes me about 4 months to run a cycle. My harvests sell out literally within 3 weeks. One dispensary down here in Dallas, they wanted to buy my plants and publish me. It was like my plants are valued at 4,800. I had cancer patients because that's what my mom taught me. This is what she gave me. It's what she left me. We basically sorry, I get emotional when I think about this because it's been 3 years since she died.
RP.
Yeah, she died of cancer, ovarian. Basically, we use that to supplement our businesses for the past 30 years here in Dallas, helping clients and people in need. Especially when it came to cancer. She taught me everything I know now today. I know how to grow from seed to full harvest. I know the type of equipment to use. And basically, I keep my prices reasonable because I want to help people, heal people. and also end their pain. Her last days, she was on my best sativa, and she was like, "I'm proud of you. You know what you need to do." I was like, "Are you real?" She's like, "Yeah, you're real. You're ready." And so I
Raven, I wanted to quickly
want.
ask you a question. What is your medium for growing
Oh, cocoa. I like cocoa the
soil?
most. Yeah.
Oh,
I
okay.
don't have. Yeah, I mean, you grow in soil. Soil takes longer, but your plant that you grow in soil. I mean, you have better flavor
It,
come out. But I like growing
that
cocoa.
and it takes longer, but also the great thing about growing with soil is if you're inexperienced, you have a lot of room for error, basically.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. You're right. Yeah, I mean, you grow in soil, you do have a lot of room for error. Now, I do know how to grow the actual super soil. Now, if you ever need some tips on how to actually grow the super soil, pretty much, if you want to have a plant, I can grow a plant up to 10 feet tall.
10 feet tall. What the fuck?
The man said
That's
glue.
I'm
He
Ours
not
is
says
making
called
it
he
up.
gluten
says
free.
he did say super soil, so
Yeah, it's
that
super
sounds like
soil.
some outdoor shit.
Yes, it is. I mean, it has to
Yeah,
be. You're
that's
talking
definitely
super
outdoor.
soil. Yeah. Now, people are trying to modify so they can do super soils on an indoor grow, but typically, if you want to mess with soil, you're dealing with outside.
Not necessarily. That's why I was speaking about like grow tents earlier because like the tallest plant that I ever had was like a little bit over like 6 feet.
Oh yeah, yeah. I mean, I'm growing some of those. I'm like, whoa, let me go dial it back a little bit.
Like
Yeah.
the other question I wanted to ask you too was you mentioned CO2. Do you actually use CO2 in your grows?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Because what I learned was that you don't actually need to do that. I mean unless you're doing
Yeah,
like a
you really
large
don't.
grow.
I'm sorry.
What I learned was you could do simple things all you got to
Mm-hmm.
do is go into your grow room, just talk to your plants. I
Oh, I'm
know it
glad.
might sound
Oh yeah.
crazy, but just
Oh,
like I
it's
be
a
in there.
trip.
I'm like, yeah, I can't wait till you get bigger. I'm gonna smoke
Exactly.
off
Hey,
you.
and and see that's why I like talking to growers because it's like we start realizing these things as we experiencing it. I've noticed that over the years as I grew. Yes, plants are living. They are actually living beings.
of
They
course.
hear you. They even see you. There was one night I had a cycle in the flower and my buds was just ready. And I turned the lights off. I'm closing up my tent. I know I'm looking at these buds. These buds look like little eyes looking up at me. Now my plants, they like listening to they actually like listening to Halsey. Yeah, music. And the reason why, I guess it's like the musical frequencies hit the leaves, so the leaves and the stigmata opens up. But
Right.
yeah, they actually react to that, and they actually communicate with each other. There was actually a scientist just this week did a thermograph on plants as they actually communicate with each other. And I noticed that as I started growing multiple plants and multiple strains, I'm sitting, standing them beside each other. They grow to each other. They fight for the light. And then at the same time, they like, okay, I'm gonna go ahead and sit over in this corner. You go ahead and stretch over in that corner, and then we'll go ahead and rise to the light at the same time. So I was like, I've seen some really spooky shit with plants. But yeah, plants are living, man. You talk to them, you treat them like women. I mean, you want women. You don't want a male. You don't want a hermit. People are on the street smoking that brick weed crap, that bag weed, having a whole bunch of seeds. Let me tell you something. If you got a whole bunch of seeds in your weed, you ain't smoking good weed. If you ever
Well,
get a seed out of me, you better grow it because that's gonna be a
well, like that's
female.
my whole thing. That's my whole thing.
I
Aren't
never
Like I
grow
wait a
was
minute?
saying.
seeds.
Aren't seeds a part of the
No,
whole
No,
life process as well?
that's an No, no, no. It's actually, I
no,
mean, number one, the best cannabis you want, you only want to smoke female. Female grows
Mm-hmm.
the sesmonella. If you have a seed, you are
that means
smoking a
you fucked
male.
up. If you got seeds in your weed, you fucked up
Oh
when you're
God.
growing. That's all
Yeah,
that is.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. And I mean, a male plant is not strong. You want a female plant. I only deal with females. That's the step you were relating to, Kev, when you say you come across a male plant, you got to get rid of it. Yeah, you got to get that out of your tent, get
No,
that as far as away. Unless
that's
you
not
want
not
to.
So
Well, unless you want to
what would
go
you
into
say gas
breeding.
qualifies as? That basic gas that people say that they're selling in
That
places where
loud.
that, yeah, loud, just basic loud.
Is when people start going off with the loud, the
And I'll end with
CME,
this: in places where it's not legal though.
well, so what are they gonna do? They're gonna give you a ticket?
Well,
No. I'm asking you about the whole quality because I suspect that it would be different in places where it is legalized and saying seen as recreational as opposed to saying the same what
Well, that's a
level 4 or whatever.
well. Are you talking about the potency or?
Say it again.
oh, fuck.
Yeah, yeah. I'm not understanding your question, Rogas. Are you saying like the potency or in other places like in states where it's legalized or what?
I'm talking about the quality. You say it's bad weed if it got seeds in it, right?
Period. Yeah,
Right.
yeah. Overall, yeah. You don't.
And
Yeah,
if it's a male plant.
yeah. That's a male plant.
So how do you
Like
know in places where it's illegal, where people are just smoking whatever they can get, whatever, if you got a male plant or a female plant? You said if it smells too
if it has
strong, it's
seeds,
a male
If
if
plant?
it
it
has
has
seeds, it's
seeds,
a male plant.
period. Yes, if it has a
Like
seed, period.
it's not even just if it has seeds. It's like you can look at the plant. Like you'll see
Hmm.
that like the plant
Less foliage. It doesn't
like
have.
yes, there's less
I mean,
foliage on
What
it.
about if
That
it's
will tell you that it's a
a very
Hermes.
strong scent? Is that a male plant or female plant?
The scent has nothing to do
that
with
has nothing to do with that.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
exactly.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, what happens is the plant stresses out. It can be caused by. I mean, it could be caused by. I mean, if you're training it too hard. I know some indica strains are very sensitive to that. You got to watch out on defoliating, right? Because you can send your plant into shock. If you shock your plant too much, anything that causes the plant too much stress, she'll immediately think, I'm about to die. And when she does that, she can't find another plant to pollinate with. At that point, that plant stops making sensmanilla and goes into seed production. That's when you
Well,
start seeing we call them nanners or bananas. Instead of you seeing your
yep.
normal white pistils coming up, you start seeing kind of like banana like sacks. And if you see one of them hoes, you got to get that hoe up out of that damn tent as soon as possible because it will mess up your whole entire harvest. And when it comes to contamination, it can literally happen overnight. It can also happen like I only grow in a complete silk suit. I don't have any type of outdoor clothes on. I don't bring any type of dust or contaminations into my grow room or nothing like that because that pollen, like on a
Yeah.
sweater or something,
You got an
that can
Like
official
get
that
you.
pollen
lab,
gets on
man.
everything.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes,
I
sir.
also wanted
Okay.
to ask
So
you
it'll
maybe.
go into shock like they say, killing an animal. If you kill an animal wrong, the meat go bad and all that. So
Yeah.
pretty much the
Yeah.
same thing. Okay, interesting.
Yeah.
Raven, I also wanted to ask you, do you do breeding?
Now when I do plan on getting into breeding, yeah, I know how, but no, I haven't done it, but I do know how.
I was just wondering because that's like even more interesting to me about the subject. Sorry to
Oh
to
yes,
ask
it
you.
is.
Like
It is.
I love your shit, man.
Yeah, yeah, it is because I mean it's a lucrative business. It really is.
Well, well, I was only growing weed because I smoked a lot of weed, and I just figured like I'm spending all this money on weed when I could just do it myself. And like my
Welcome to the
last
club.
grow that I did,
Mhm.
I never bought weed for like it was like 7 months, and I was making edibles, I was making oil, I was making dabs. Like I never bought weed for like 7 months.
That's what I'm now just starting to get into. I'm starting now to really enjoy my mom told me, she's like, enjoy yourself. You're gonna be doing this probably for the rest of your life. Enjoy yourself. You'll be able to make at least 100,000 a year off of it. And I'm like, thank you, mom. Rest in peace. You left. That's what you left me. That's what I'm gonna use.
Damn.
But so now I'm trying to expand and I'm getting into edibles. I know how to do the can of butter. Oh man, I had a can of baked potato. Woo!
What the
Yes.
fuck?
Yeah,
Yeah.
the butter is good. Actually, there was like I think it was like a few shows on Netflix that was talking about this, where they had these were like master chefs, like 5-star
Hmm.
chefs that were cooking like cannabis recipes
But
Hmm.
using
how
with
do you
like
know when something is too much though? Because that shit is potent when it hits the stomach. It's way more than motherfucking smoke.
Well,
um
you gotta pace yourself.
yeah,
What
What
the fuck?
better?
You
exactly.
can't eat a whole piece of fucking chicken, a piece of weed chicken and shit. Nigga eat a whole piece of chicken, your ass is comatose. Nigga, what the
That's
fuck?
right, Rogish. Yes, that's what we do. That's what
Well,
we do
well,
when we watching the Cowboys. Yeah.
What the fuck?
Rogish, like edibles have a different effect on your body. That's
Nigga,
the
who
whole
you
thing.
telling? Cuz I fucked up and ate a whole bag of edible Doritos, nigga. I thought I was gonna die, cuz. I'm like, I'm like, what the fuck? I told my homie, he's like, hey man, he said, hey, you just ate a chip, right? I'm like, nah, nigga, I ate the whole bag. It's a bag of chips. He's like, nah, nigga.
And now, I mean,
That's
now with edibles, I mean, I'm now experimenting and making gummies. I'm making all types of gummies.
yeah, fuck that.
There's a vape store like right down the street from me. I met the guy, and he's like, "Hey, I'm interested." I'm like, "Okay, if you want some of my oils, I can hook you up." And he's gonna hook me up on how to go ahead and hook the stuff up in the vapes and everything.
Fucking
And so I'm
weed
like, "All
world,
right,
boy.
you gotta have your side hustle."
Side hustle, none. That's man. You look. You want to be the new fun in what is it in the cyberpunk series, nigga? You're the pharmaceutical in the
Like
fucking.
I only
You
learned about this
motherfuckers the
shit as a
pharmaceutical
hobby.
in the motherfucking Bioshock universe. Yeah, you the motherfuckers are the pharmaceuticals.
Yeah, because
Well, I mean, one thing, one reason why I went ahead and took this risk because I was preparing for Texas to go ahead and legalize it because
Yeah.
Republicans are basically holding that as a little, uh, basically a bribery point to keep them in power.
Shit, you
So,
talking about being in Texas doing that? But you gonna work, you gonna make way more than 100,000. Oh no,
well,
no,
like
but I mean, right in Oklahoma,
I'd have talked to some Packer Woods that was in dentistry and in art and all kind damn chiropractic and shit. And they would talk like, oh yeah, Texas is about to legalize it soon, so we're getting some silos and we're gonna have some above growers and all this shit.
oh, you best believe, it's a lot of white people that are basically
Yeah,
setting up right now, getting prepared for it because it was Oklahoma. Oklahoma have gone full
well,
recreational.
yeah.
Hey,
uh,
I can go right across Red
well,
River and do whatever hell I want to do. And I got a buddy up there who actually is running a full op, and he wants me to move up there and give my expertise to him.
I mean, but the thing is, how do you not get saturated out up there? Because up there, it's crazy up there, dog. It's like when hip hop first started, and everybody was trying to, you know what I'm saying?
uh,
All the companies wanted to sign somebody, but they would sign whack folks too.
Rogish, like if you didn't know that, like a lot of the states that legalize weed, like most of the corporations and the big companies, they're owned by pharmaceutical companies or
Mm,
like liquor slash like basically alcohol
yep,
companies.
not surprised.
So and on top of that, like they're not letting people in that have like criminal records, and basically they're not letting black people, to
Black
say the
people.
least.
Of course, of course. Yeah, I got cousins. I'm from Oklahoma, homie. I got cousins up there. I done talked to them about it, and they say, yeah, when they first started, a couple of cats was getting in, but once it took off, they like, oh no, it went from $2,000 permit for whatever
Permit.
to twenty
Yep.
thousand and shit. It's like, oh yo, word.
Yep.
Yeah, because niggas was saving up money, and they was like, all right, yo, let's you know what I'm saying, go into a joint venture.
hmm hmm Now, unfortunately, from what I understand, dispensaries are now adding this chemical to theirs, and that's like lessening the effects. So,
Mm,
people are now, they're now going back to the alternative. I know the market on the West Coast is now just, I mean, they just got fucked over.
mm.
But yeah, I mean, it's gonna be some bumps as this industry gets stabilized. I mean, they still have some issues. And finally, I think it's about 35 states in the union that are now legalized. So, you
Well,
know,
Raven, there was an article that I just read like the other day that was talking about. I think it was Florida. I could be wrong, but there was a state that's actually trying to push a new law stating that the highest percentage for like flour, they want it to be 10%, and for concentrates to be 50%. I'm like, are you kidding me?
but
You know how
see, they
much
don't
money's
even,
gonna be lost in the black market because of that shit? Like
they they don't even have the equipment to test it though.
they do. Because I've been looking at this shit for a while. It's and we don't have this shit in Canada, but y'all got this in the States where it's like you could actually send your weed to a lab and
Oh yeah, you
they'll
send it to a lab and they actually run gasalgy on it and they test the THC. Yes, I know. They told me, hey, you need to be careful because cartels might want to kidnap me.
they were more so talking about like the percentage and the possible contaminants in it.
Contaminants. Yeah, yeah, yeah. But I mean, our system down here, they can't do that on a mass scale. It costs too much money. at least right
Like
now.
I think legalization would be a great thing for the states because like for Canada, like and just like the little while that it's been legal, um the country is made like I was just looking at an article again like just like the other day and it was like apparently they made like almost it was like 18 billion was the number that they said. So
Hmm.
imagine if this was in the states, that would be easily over like 100 billion, almost 200 billion.
I
And
know we
these
were
motherfuckers
looking at
have no
how much.
problem making money. That's not the problem. Isn't the making of the money. The problem is the freedom of the public that it will permit.
Hmm.
That's the issue.
Well,
Hmm.
my issue is that like there's all these restrictions on black people getting involved. That's my issue.
Well,
Yeah.
that's why they don't want black people to be free, nigga. What the fuck? We're the fuel in this motherfucker. How many times I keep telling y'all? Everybody's a slave, but we're the fuel.
Mhm.
Dual motherfucker capacity, nigga. What?
Oh yeah, what I hear is the cannabis industry does discriminate on blacks.
Oh
The
yes, it
places where
does.
there are industry. Remember that reporter that was in Canada is like, fuck it, I quit.
I quit. Yep.
Yeah, they fucked her up,
Hmm.
and no one came to her aid.
She was
Hmm.
in Canada.
Yeah.
What I find
No,
ass.
she was in the States. Well, no, she was up in Alaska, as a matter of fact. She was a reporter up for Alaska.
Okay. Well,
Alaska is also part of Canada as well, if you didn't know.
no, 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 no. Alaska is a part of America.
When was Alaska part of Canada?
It was never part of it. It's hooked onto it, but we own it.
Yeah.
Come on now, come on now, you Canuck.
I'm gonna have
Hey,
to Google that
hey,
one.
hey, you crazy Canuck. Hey,
Okay.
hey, you hoser. Hey, chill out, bro.
I'm gonna have to Google that one. Like, that was like a quick response, but I thought we owned a part of Alaska,
I probably
not
do,
the
goddamn.
entire
Shit.
place.
I mean, well, America still belongs to Britain, dog. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, you can claim it. You can claim it in proxy.
Man.
Yeah, I mean, but weed today,
I
you know,
kid, I
depending
kid.
on who you get it from, you got to be careful because yeah, and how people are growing because one, people are putting pesticides in. Um, you
Yeah, that
don't
sucks.
necessarily. I don't like using pesticides. I mean, there is some natural home remedies so you can avoid pests. Uh, I never have any problems with that, but I also use high frequency to make sure I create a dome around my lab.
That's what's up.
So spiders, anything that can pick up a high frequency, it doesn't come anywhere near it. Also, I use essential oils, which is great, like lavender, peppermint, that keeps gnats off your shit. uh,
And I
Neem
got some of your
oil.
blood, dog.
The only
Golly,
pesticide that
nigga. What?
I may would try to use would be neem oil because that doesn't necessarily hurt the plant and it won't affect you. If you once you smoke the product out of it, it's natural. But
That's what's
other
up.
than that, you got to watch it where you get your weed from because people are putting uh, pesticides. One, if you ever hit some weed and it tastes like ammonia, you need to put that down. All right, because that's gonna kill you.
What
You know,
kind of ammonia, man?
ammonia. There's only one. There's only one. You gonna know. You you gonna know.
They got many flavors.
You gonna know. You gonna know
uh,
Hey, don't
if
be a
it's
quitter.
ammonia. Uh, but also,
oh,
I mean, if you do have ammonia, I mean, that's also meaning that you're basically smoking mold, or some other type of chemical. A lot of people don't flush their plants when they get to the end, and that's really critical. If you want to have a good quality product,
Exactly.
it's best to flush. I like to flush 2 weeks out. That's the safest. Now I do cocoa,
Yeah,
which I
two
can
weeks is
actually
about
let it
average.
up to well, I do cocoa, so I can do up to actually a week out. But sometimes I go ahead and do an extra week because I like to have my buds really, really fresh, organic, fresh, sweet. Like Fruity Pebbles is
So,
one of
so,
my
so you say flush when you say what is the process of flushing?
Flushing basically use water it down. Use
Yeah,
water out.
Okay,
exactly.
and then let them dry on their own.
No. Flushing is
No.
basically just it's you're not using any nutrients.
Hmm.
You're just like using straight water to
Oh,
water
okay.
the plants for like the
Oh,
last however long you want to go
yeah, the
until
cycle of the absorption.
until you're
Oh,
ready
okay.
to
Yeah.
harvest, basically.
Oh, okay. I can dig it. I can dig
Oh
it.
yeah. I mean, yeah, when it comes to special types of water, there's actually one bottled water on the market. And, once I got more experience in all this, I started, just noticing things that, yeah, it's funny. This one brand is always sold out. That's because that bottled water is literally perfect. I mean, it is the perfect water to grow weed with.
That's
I'm
what's
not
up.
going to release that name. It's for trade secrets, but
Oh, that's
there is
fucked
a
up.
common bottled water out there, which is a magic one. And if you ever go to the grocery stores, you probably see this particular brand sold out all the time. And that is one of the major reasons why, besides water is healthy
Is
for
it
you.
in a plastic bottle?
Yeah, but we take it out of the. Yeah, yeah, it is.
Does it cost more than $6?
Well, Vergus down here, our prices go all over the place. So, I mean, last bottled water, I had to charge that on my Capital One, bro.
Uh, Raven, I have to ask you. I'm assuming you do use this because you were talking about like super soil, which I'm not sure what you mean by that. But
The
uh,
super soil is basically you take soil, you add some specific amendments, you cook it. You actually have to cook it for over an hour and a half in the sun, direct sun. So you can't necessarily have any shades or whatnot. That is definitely an outdoor operation. And once it cooks, you load up the soil, you throw it in, and pretty much you watch the magic. I mean, you can literally grow 10 feet tall plants. If you've seen pictures of them other cultivators out there, they have those big tall plants. You're wondering how it got that big.
Mhm.
Yeah, yeah. There's a secret formula to that.
so I'm assuming you use boosters. I can't remember the actual name for it. My bad, because I've never used them.
No
But
PK boosters, like
no,
PK
I'm talking
boosters.
I'm talking about like those like the boosters you could buy like like the only thing I've ever used is just like regular newts, like the normal like fuck I
Oh,
can't
now that is a
and
cost. I mean, I
the normal MPK. I've only
yeah,
used that.
the norm. Yeah, well, I mean, my NPK formula is customized and special. But when it comes to using boosters, I limit it. I limit a lot. Now, my expense is nutrients. I do buy some of the most expensive nutrients on the market, but I'm down to a one line formula. I don't have to use a 7 line formula or anything like that. I'm simple. I simplified my formula, so it's just one line. So basically, I just throw it all in, stir it up, make sure my pH is right, throw it in my reservoir, and let it go.
Did you actually have to check your pH?
Always. There's some,
I mean,
yeah, there's a sweet spot. Cannabis has a specific sweet spot and it's under 6.5. I'm not going to give you the actual number, but yeah, it's a sweet spot. So I keep my pH at within that sweet spot. Because as long as your water is within that correct sweet spot, you can increase your growth. And this is on cocoa. That's why I'm like, you grow soil. I grow
yeah,
cocoa. I'm way much
that's
past.
probably why you need to check your pH more because you're using cocoa.
Yeah, yeah.
Because
Because
like I
cocoa
said,
has a specific
soil is
range.
more forgiving. So
Yeah, yeah. And Kev, you been asked what was hydroponic. Hydroponic is another method where it's not necessarily the plant itself is underwater, but primarily the roots are submerged underwater.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
um, like the most advanced form of growing is aeroponics. Like Kev,
sure
have you
is.
ever seen the movie The Martian?
Yeah. Hey, as a matter of fact, have I seen it? Oh, bro, we are grow bros. Hell yeah.
Yeah. If
Hell
you've ever
yeah.
seen the movie The Martian, that's aeroponics right there.
It sure is. It is a great botanical. That's where I got that line from. Oh, you are going to respect my botanical magic. Yes. Yes. Salute to you, Andre. Good reference. Yeah. If y'all ain't picked up on that movie, sit back and watch that. Y'all want to know about aeroponics?
Is that wait a minute, is that Kevin Smith or is that Seth? Is
It's
that Seth?
what Matt Damon.
Matt Damon.
Matt Damon,
Hell
really?
yeah.
All right,
Yeah,
Matt Damon.
Hell yeah. I
he
mean,
basically
I mean, living in a oh my
like
god.
uh
Matt
like
I mean, that.
Damon.
like
I mean, the way he set up that grow room. I mean, well, you got you have a whole you have
yeah.
a
I
whole
see that
list.
and I was like, fuck.
Yeah. Yeah, and see, messing with the CO2 when he had his explosion, well, how he was trying to get water, how he was trying to create water. Then that's the only thing I get worried about dealing with canisters. So I use auto generators, and that's pretty much sufficient enough. Get you a couple bags; they actually do work.
Well, like for those that don't know, like aquaponics is sorry, not aquaponics. Aeroponics is basically the same as hydro. It's similar to hydroponics, but basically what happens is you have everything set on a timer. So basically it'll be a fine mist that's sprayed directly to the roots of the plant, and
Mhm.
like the plants are like suspended on the platform that they're on, but it's doing it like every 15 minutes out of the hour.
I
Not
mean,
every 15,
primarily
sorry, at
that's how we
15
handle
minutes out of the hour.
clones.
So instead of them being submerged, they're basically receiving like rainforest treatment.
Yeah, air and water.
Yeah, like they're suspended in like every not every I keep saying every, my apologies. But it's like 15 minutes out of the hour it'll spray them for like a couple minutes at best,
Does
but
this
directly to the
result in
root.
the
So like
roots
they get the
being the
highest
most robust?
concentration
Yeah.
Yeah, they get the
of
highest concentration.
yeah.
You know.
That's the reason why I brought up the reference to Martian, because like that's what was going on there, right? So like if you
Hmm.
could grow that way on Mars, you could grow that shit anywhere.
Hmm. Oh yeah. I mean, I liked his example about the potatoes because I was like, oh, potassium. Well, yeah, I love potassium. Potassium is very important in flour. So yeah,
This is very interesting. I know. Okay.
and it's a science, you know. I mean, you get into it. I know it's not necessary. You wouldn't think this type of gardening guys would be talking about, but then again, this type of gardening they'd be definitely interested in.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
What you mean? This type of
Like
gardening is cool. Period. What the fuck? What's up? What you mean?
well
This
it's
Yeah,
type of
it's
gardening?
I agree that gardening, is a skill that we need to have.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
well like when you're dealing with niggas, like you got to talk about weed first, because once you understand growing weed, then it kind of leads into other paths, like
When you
what
dealing with like
Rogus was
niggas
saying in the
don't want to
chat
know how
earlier.
to garden. Period and shit. Are you shitting me, motherfucker? That's human.
Nah, nah,
That's
nah,
not.
nah.
That's not just. That's not city or what the fuck. What fuck y'all think niggas is?
Well, well, like
What
when
the
I
fuck?
originally started learning about like growing weed, it kind of led me to like horticulture forums where people were talking about growing regular plants, and that's what led me into the
Absolutely.
growing regular
Like,
plants,
absolutely. Yeah. I
because
mean,
it's the same process.
yeah. I mean, as you know, as you're studying, you end up branching out. Like, I mean, I'm now getting into vertical growth. I like space age. I also know how to design. I call this design the space station. I know how to do a complete automated uh, RDWC. You know, deep water
Yeah,
culture.
yeah, yeah. I know what you're talking about.
Mhm. You know, it's just a big design. You know, you put the thing together. Unfortunately, I can't conceal it because once it's together, hey, it's big. But I also learned how to do. You can get those grow cabinets. If anybody want to think about, starting a business in that, you can sell one of those for about 3,200 to 5,000. That's basically you put one plant in and close the door. The whole thing just grows it, all automated. You know, I have to
Yeah,
take.
like D just brought up a good question. He said, "What about CBD? Do you grow any CBD?"
I mean, you can always grow CBD. I mean, I could change.
No, I was asking,
I mean,
do
that's
you
that.
grow
I
any
mean, yeah,
CBD?
CBD is basically how late you want to go into flower. How deep red you want those crystals to be, because it turns to CBD.
That's that's new to me. I didn't know that.
Mhm. And you can also get CBD specific seeds as well. But I mean, in general, It all grows. It all turns to CBD. CBD is just a
Well,
decay.
for the brother that was just asking like what CBD is, basically CBD is like it's legal here, so like the doctors they actually only recommend CBD because it has actual medicinal benefits. Like I don't know if you ever heard about the strain Charlotte's Web in the States. That's where I learned
No.
about it from, is from watching a documentary. But basically, Charlotte's Web is a CBD strain that they actually give to children, like under like 10 and shit,
Mm.
and like they're giving it to them for like cancer, etc.
Hmm.
That's what's up, and it's having a
You know,
progressive effect.
yeah, you know the amazing thing, rather than like do things that we know that benefits and helps people, they rather keep it illegal and people
Hmm.
die, just so they can be correct. And that just lets you know and helps you understand how screwed up things are.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
purposefully screwed up.
Mm-hmm.
And that's been the general
So,
topic of today. It's like when talking about like the earlier couple a lot of people were doing streams about this today about like the dating roaches versus passport bros. It's like there's a lot more money in the treatment rather than the cure.
Yeah,
that nigga said dating roaches. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what they are.
yeah, because they ain't coaching nothing. Them old lame ass motherfucking hating ass niggas.
Yeah, yeah,
What's
yeah.
up, Kev?
Yeah,
What's
what
up,
up,
bro?
Ray? I call them cheese dicks.
That's exactly what.
Stop it, nigga. Stop it. I need that line.
Like that Bama
That
accent come
motherfucker's
out.
that motherfucker's talking about this weed, and I just finished rolling one. Man, that was right on time. Say that
Word,
again,
Ray.
Kev. What you said you called him?
Said cheese dicks.
Ah,
All right, Ray. Andre 416 reformed. Thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it.
Oh, that's
Said that's the
nice.
Raven tax. All
That
right,
is
Raven.
nice. That was rocking. All right, now what the fuck was that? That was
Gotta do
dope.
something for the people, man.
That was
The
dope
people that
right
support
there.
the channel, man. For real.
Yeah. That
No,
was
I'm getting
rocking.
a lot of game from Raven right now, so yeah,
Oh, yo,
Word.
that's, yo, he
I
just really
appreciate it.
laced us. Straight
But
up.
I mean, no, I mean you grow in soil, and yeah, soil is easy, but I mean you definitely know the main newts that you basically use for cannabis, right?
Yeah,
Because
it's
it's
a
real.
regular FBK shit.
Okay, okay. You know how to do your MPK ratio.
Yeah,
All right,
I can't tell
cool.
you off the top of my head right now if you want to ask me that, 'cause I
Oh,
don't
I don't
really
blame
know.
you. Oh yeah, yeah. I got to refer to my books too. I do keep it in my head though. I mean, I've been doing it for 6 years, so I do keep it in my head.
The
You know.
Cannabis Chronicles with Raven Knights.
Yeah, we're getting quite the education here, though. I must say.
What is your yield? Listen to
Well,
Raven and get the free game.
I mean, people
Why?
they're gonna have to accept it because I'm gonna tell you something. When that menthol ban hit, oh, it's gonna get real.
Oh
It's
wait,
gonna
wait,
get
okay,
real.
now, why do you think a menthol
That's
ban
why they
would
hold it
even?
off, Rogish. That's why yeah, I mean, they've held it off up until this year. It's gonna happen this year because the FDA said, hey, we're gonna go ahead and enforce it in a couple months. So we're just
Well,
waiting to see when that falls.
Okay,
well, like
wait. For what reason? Because menthol is deemed to be more harmful than just regular
Yeah,
Winston's
they're
or some
getting rid
shit.
of they're getting rid of menthols and flavored cigars. I mean, California had gotten already taxed hard because of
glad I
they're
stopped that bullshit.
yeah.
well, on the topic of tobacco, I'm not sure if anybody here smokes CBD, but if you smoke CBD,
I'm
like
doing it
I
now.
was using that as a way to get off of tobacco. Like,
I'm doing it now, Adrian. I got one.
yeah,
I got
like
it right in my hand right now. Yep, and you're
yeah,
right. It's
well, like,
actually helped me get off of cigarettes.
well, what I
I
would
mean, well,
do
yeah,
is
because
I would,
I
I
got
would,
off of menthols and went to full
yeah,
flavors.
yeah.
Once
Like
before
what
what,
I
Ray?
would do is like I would roll like a cigar split. If obviously y'all know what that is, put a little bit of
A
cigarette in
spliff,
fucking shit.
nigga. What the fuck is the cigar
Nigga
for,
split.
nigga? That's like that's what the
Rogus,
fuck?
you don't know all these terms,
No,
bro.
I'm saying try to work your thought. I'm saying
A
try to
spliff
work your
is a
thoughts off
mixture,
of tobacco,
motherfucker. A
bro.
cigar spliff.
Cigar spliff is like you already know what that is. That's like some weed, some tobacco, but like
Weed and
CBD,
tobacco.
like
Yeah.
because CBD has a calming effect on you. It's like it like I was talking about earlier, right? Because like for Canada, like I said, like I had the medical license before it became legal, and for you to get the license, you actually had to meet with the doctor, and the doctor would actually tell you about like the medicinal benefits of smoking weed, but they more so lean to CBD. That's the only thing they actually like. I don't want to say 100%, but that's the only thing they actually uh what the fuck is the word?
The bird.
They actually like promote is what I'm trying to say. That's the only thing they promote. The CBD actually has medicinal benefits. It's not just for like because like I actually spoke to many non-believers about CBD. If you never smoked CBD before, but like CBD is good for it's good for pain relief. It's good for like well nauseousness, and it's good for like different sorts of like mental health stuff.
Hmm.
So if you mix that with tobacco instead of just smoking a cigarette, because what are the main reasons why people smoke cigarettes? They say it's like to calm them down or whatever, right? So like if you're just
Menthol.
smoking CBD, it's better than that,
Yeah. Yeah, it
and
is. I mean,
it's not gonna kill you. I
yeah,
mean,
I've finally welcomed vapes into my life, and I have to say, it is helping me get off of cigarettes.
Shit, vapes is stronger than motherfucking edibles.
yeah,
You can't lie, Rogan. Say, brother, boy.
Hey, nigga, I tried that vape
What
pen,
the
boy. That
fuck?
that vape pen was the truth,
Yo,
boy.
my first time, they had to carry me out the store. I was like,
Yeah,
what?
cuz you hit too much
You
weed one
smoked the vape
time.
pen?
Yeah, I
well,
got one right now. Actually, two.
well,
I'll be
I,
buying
I
some
would
more actually tomorrow night.
I would say y'all niggas out in the states, y'all are spoiled with the vapes because the highest percent that I've ever seen was 94%. The highest percent vape, but this was at a high times competition. The highest percent vape that I've ever seen is 99.9%.
Who the fucking smoked that?
Shit, I'll give it a try.
Hell yeah, give it a try.
That's why I said the highest I smoked was 94.
My nigga said, I'll
Hey,
give it a try. You damn right.
I give it a try too.
Shit.
yeah. But yeah, I did the vape pen temporarily, but then like my connect to the connect, they fucked up, so I had to go back
Yeah.
to
Oh shit.
yeah.
When it's
Yeah,
not
now I mean,
legal.
you know, I mean, yeah, you gotta. I mean, down here, I mean, now, I mean, we got smoke shops all over the place now. So it's like I can simply just walk down the street and pick them up easily. Actually, it's like the more I buy, I get one free, or so like that. But I mean, I got to give it to them.
Yeah.
I mean, this lasted me. I mean, one pen is actually lasted me, almost 2 weeks.
Oh shit.
I always got to keep me three connects, man.
God
Well, I gotta.
damn.
Where you at, Texas? I gotta
Yeah,
pick
you
up a
can
few
come on.
items. Like,
Yeah, you can come on visit, fly in, stock up.
yeah,
Your herbs sound powerful,
rather.
man. Your herbs sound
Yeah,
hella
Raven got the
powerful.
hookup out there.
Oh man.
I don't
Oh
know. Herb got that. He got that mega bug, man.
yeah.
He
They
got that
call
shit.
him.
He got that shit
That's.
you
I
can't
mean,
smoke at work.
it's just 3 grams.
Okay.
To
Just
they
put three
they
grams in here.
they
Yeah.
call him Herb Gotti.
Look, in California, motherfuckers be smoking all the time. He probably got that kind of herb you can't smoke at work.
You
What you
got
mean
these
at work?
herb dons out here.
In
Let's see, my
California, everybody was smoking
Herb
weed for
dons.
free.
Man, I
luckily
used to
my
smoke at work all the time. Like,
Yeah, what the fuck?
yeah,
Everybody smoked.
Yeah,
yeah,
me
back
too. Like the bullshit that I was pulling, like I'll have a weed vape and a regular vape, but like I smoke the regular vape enough so I could play like I'm still smoking the regular vape, but I'm smoking the weed vape.
no, well, I mean, my company, it's allowed, so and
So,
they also buy from me too. So You know, mm,
So you talking
that's
about
that,
when you said a regular vape, you talking about like the bag and all that, huh?
no, you're talking about a regular, normal nicotine vape.
Reg- yeah, nicotine
Oh,
vape.
oh, okay. All right.
Now I
That's
had one of those, and it
what
felt like I smoked a whole pack
fucking
in one
volcano
hit.
shits. Yeah, yeah. Them
Yeah,
pack of
pretty much.
woods in college used to have them motherfuckers, man. For real. And you get so fucking high. It's like, why do y'all want to get that fucking high, man? And on top of that, them motherfuckers want to do keg stands, cause you pack of woods is sick. And then take a test the next day and ace that bitch because they was on Adderall too. I didn't
That's
know that
right.
part.
You, now,
Hey,
now,
I didn't know that
now,
part.
now, now. I mean, when I was in school, yeah, I smoked cannabis because my memory recall.
Yeah,
Oh, you won't talk about it being on fire because I'm a thinker.
yeah,
So yeah, it helps people think. It helps people study.
yep,
Joggers, exercise. I mean, psh,
yeah.
all
man,
right.
that's why you see
Hey,
people running.
if I'm losing in a fighting game, if I'm losing in a fighting game, boy, and I smoke some of that good herb, boy, hey, I'm gonna come back and start beating ass.
You
Man,
see
that
what
man said, I got beaten and I had to seek some inspiration. So I'm gonna go back and beat that ass.
For
Like,
real.
hey, but listen up, D Scott, man. Thank you for the super chat, man. For real. You get one of these too.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he says original smoke show. I'm gonna need all y'all emails. All right,
For sure.
yeah, but I'm just on the screen is to show you what maybe kind of indirectly inspired this show
Okay.
tonight. Well, this topic we kind of segue into. This somebody said last night, and I heard this from a subscriber. And I said I already made this point. I really care about my subscribers, in their input and the things that they come back and tell me. So, I guess last night a few minutes before I went on, this show was on, and it says somewhere in the title, I'm not going to read it all. It says the real smoke show. So I
Yeah,
mean,
exactly.
I mean, I don't. I mean, if it were a slight or not, maybe they were talking about some other smoke show that goes on Sunday night on YouTube. But I'm just if we want to, we're having a conversation over here about growing cannabis, and we got somebody who actually does it over here. So yeah,
Shit too.
you guys. I mean, whether you were trying to hate or not, you guys have been a real gift as of late. So hey,
I've chatted with them. I've chatted with them before. I was just, how I like the cloud search, and I saw that they were running a panel one night, and I was like, let me see what these brothers, see if they know what they talking about. And I sat back and chatted with them, and yeah, they all right.
they all right, okay.
Yeah, they all right.
Like
They're
half a
not.
day of like half a day of diarrhea. All right, like
No,
just
they. When I say all right, their growth styles. They are correct, but I'm more modern.
oh okay,
I know how to use technology to speed that shit up.
oh okay,
That's what they're lacking in. They
I
don't know
like
the brands. They don't know the right lights to get or the right company to deal with to get the correct news from. They don't they experiment with a whole bunch. But I mean they overall they're growers. They are.
okay.
Yeah.
So do you say they use their brains?
Well, I mean, in the state of cultivate, you always are using your brain. You steady.
Okay.
I mean, we're steady. Working on our skill.
Oh,
One
okay.
one cycle is one cycle. The next cycle, we're gonna try to do something else and do, or we're gonna try to train it somewhere else, or we're gonna try to super crop it, or I'm gonna try to grow a manifold on this particular grow. I mean, there's so many avenues that you can go. You're steady developing.
Yeah.
Like I
Okay.
like to, man, I like to have manifold plants, as they grow. That's a hell of a lot easier to deal with.
And
All
manifold
right.
plans is what?
Raven, can you
You
explain
know how to
super
make a
cropping to
manifold?
me? Like I know what super cropping is. I've heard it before, and I looked at it a while back, but I haven't grown in a while. So
Okay. Okay. So you know about super cropping. You know how to create a manifold, get a manifold started on the plant.
I've never heard the term manifold before, but like Like what I've learned was super cropping, like LST and
Yeah, LST.
Scrog and SOG.
Yeah, you got Scrog, you got Sea Green, you got super cropping, you got filming, you got topping, uh, and
Yeah,
then
topping too.
also,
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, with one on indicas, some it depends on which strain can handle to be topped. Indicas, you necessarily, I top an indica because I know how to grow an indica, but again, it depends on particular strain. If you some strains you top that indica, you done shorted that that bitch for a while. She is not gonna get bigger. But like a sativa, yeah, you gonna top. You gonna top. I make monster grows off of sativas. The sativa is like that's my cash cow. I have people begging me when is the next time you're gonna have something when it comes to that. And I always super crop. Super crop
Like
basically you have the branch and you bend it at 90 degrees. There's
yeah,
several methods that you can do it. But you don't want to necessarily break the skin, but you want to actually just have a little crack, and then you can also, if you
yeah,
do
break
break the
the
skin, you
plant
can use
basically.
kelp to heal it up. But basically, when you super crop, it makes that bud bigger. I can make a bud as big as my fist. That's why I was like, hey, do you know Canuck? Because Canuck taught me how to make those big ass buds that are the size of a fist.
Bro,
You ever seen those?
you sound like one of those scientists that would be in a movie and shit.
Yeah. Hey,
You sound just like one of them motherfuckers that
you
have a
should
lab.
see you
Like,
should see
and
my gear.
your whole house is a motherfucking
I
lab.
look
It ain't that
like
you got a lab. The whole fucking house is a lab. You
no,
sound
not
like
the
one of
whole
them
house.
motherfuckers.
No, but I do have LEDs up, readouts, temperature, humidity. I am monitoring that. I'm also
Yeah.
monitoring on my phone. My controller is now updated and automatic with the app that I can actually access remotely over the
Wait, hold
internet.
up, cuz don't get a all the game away. God damn,
Yeah,
you
this
finna
nigga
tell
said
everybody that you
Canute.
got now.
Yeah, he got a controller. Like that means he's up there.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
God damn.
If you got a controller, you're up there.
Yeah, yeah.
The motherfucking Walter White of motherfucking Bud up in this motherfucker. I ain't
Yeah.
there. The
I have
Raven
over
Knight
a
of
hundred. I have over 125,000 likes off of Amazon because I've been up there. Hey guys, you need to get this. You need to get that. People on Amazon know me.
That's what's
All
up.
right. All right. I'm glad I'm hearing all this.
When I get in a position to grow
Yeah,
shit, I'll
you
I'll
put me in
I'll
a
I'll,
folder.
I'll holler
Yeah.
at you.
That's why I said that was a Raven test because Raven he's spitting game right now. I don't know if anybody knows, but he's
Yeah,
spitting
yeah,
game right
yeah,
now.
yeah. Mad game.
And some growers, I mean, when we're bored, we'll do funny things like let me go ahead and get this little cup, this little sun cup. Out of this cup, I'm gonna actually be able to grow five, maybe, maybe five. No, not even five. I would say out of this cup, out of this one little old sun cup, if I wanted to grow out of it, I could probably end up growing maybe an ounce. And that's with training. With high stress training, low stress training, super cropping. Now, using a scrog is more customizable and it's kind of timely. But once you build your own scrog, it's definitely easy to use. Otherwise, I'll use a trellis net. Most of the time now, like once I get my manifold growing, I'll just let it grow wild.
Yeah, like I I've only done super cropping.
Mhm.
I've only done that.
Yeah, I've applied all techniques to see which ones, are good. It does depend on the plant, but most of that stuff you can always apply to a sativa because sativas grow tall.
Okay, let me ask all y'all a question. So how long? Okay, say from seed to making it inside your blunt. How long
Well,
is that entire process?
you
Oh
mean
shit,
seed
I
or
don't
flower?
know.
It depends on
It,
what
it
one.
I
It
heard
yeah.
some
depends on
motherfuckers
if it's
say a
an
year though.
no.
No, it doesn't.
If
It
it,
doesn't.
no one, okay, if it's an indica, indicas take a short time to grow. Sativas, on the other hand, they take a longer time to grow. Typically, a sativa can actually take up to 10 weeks worth of flower. That's about 70 days, on average. Some indicas can take as short as 8 to 9 weeks. I got an indica in there growing now, and I think I'm actually, since I went in flower tonight, she's gonna be ready. I think probably in the next 7 weeks. Like if it's Girl Scout cookies, I can have Girl Scout cookies actually available and ready
How
within
how
6 weeks.
long for me to grow a pound?
Oh, I can do that in 4 months. I
Like
always grow over a
you're
pound.
So
not
how
gonna grow you're not gonna grow a plant on average a pound on average from one plant. So
I
like
can.
how long to
You,
grow a plant is not really
it
it's not
basically,
really a question basically.
yeah, it's basically how long you keep your plant in veg.
Yeah. Well, how long
Like
is it veg for?
some people, and it depends. A lot of people don't know when to actually start their count. Because not only
Well,
when you
like
go from germination, you go to the seedling stage. Seedling stage is actually 1 to 3 weeks. Then you are in the vegetative stage. Some people
yeah.
actually count that first week as in that first full week of the seedling stage. So it depends on when you actually start your count and when your plant is officially in the veg. And once it's in veg,
Well, like
you can keep it in there for as long as you want. And when you,
basically to answer the initial question, um, it's like 3 to 4 months average
Mhm. Yep,
for
3 to 4 months.
seed to flower and in your blunt.
Yep,
That is good to know.
yep,
Yeah,
Three to
it's
four
yep.
really
months. Wow.
it's
Okay.
really easy and like
I mean, my average, yeah.
it's
I,
interesting as fuck to me.
That makes
So I
sense why
love
it's so
that.
lucrative then, because you can get a yield, in
Yeah.
quarters.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah. Typically, I can do maybe 3 or 4 cycles a year because
Yeah.
it's about 4 months for me. I only did with
RPM
photos.
RPM said I can get a
Yeah,
pound of plant off my outdoor, but nigga, you grow an outdoor. That doesn't count.
yeah, because I want to smoke through World War III. I don't know about anybody else, but I want to smoke through that shit.
You want to smoke through the world? Nah, I tell you what I'm gonna do through World War III. It's gonna be my zombie apocalypse, nigga. I'm gonna hit the first U-Haul and load up on all the tools, the fucking conveyance. You know
Nigga, I'm
what
loading up on weapons.
I'm
I'm hitting up the weapon
saying?
store and all
But
that
yeah, but I
shit.
gotta carry all that shit first,
I mean,
cuz. You know what I'm
if they
saying?
guard that shit, sorry. I mean,
You got
but your life is collateral.
you
You got to
got
get taken
tape and
out. I gotta take out the people in the store, so I gotta get the weapons. Damn it, you know what I mean?
you
Then
if
build
you
my
hit the
camp, and then
how
build my
how
camp on
you
a
gonna
high
hit the
roof,
weapons first? What you gonna what you
and
gonna
then
take to the
build
weapon store to get them?
build my camp on a high roof,
What are you
and
gonna take to the weapon store to get them? They're the weapon store.
and be sniping at zombies from the top of the building.
What are you going to? What are you going? How are you going to get the weapon store? And they have more weapons than you.
Nigga, don't tell me how it's just gonna happen. Give me 50 push-ups.
Oh, here you go with this
this
bullshit.
man,
All
this,
right.
this man, this man right here think he can just like it's gonna be just like Call of Duty. He can just
That's
smoke and
exactly what
Yeah,
he
shoot
think. Like I'm
motherfuckers.
gonna smack
Man, ain't no
somebody with
goddamn
a
Call of
fucking.
Duty, man. Come on.
You damn right. Well, that's
I'm
what
gonna
the
run up
fuck
in
I'm
that
gonna do,
motherfucker
damn it.
smoothly. As I open the door, they're gonna be shooting at me. I'm gonna dash to the left and fucking strafe, duck, and John Woo them motherfuckers. 50 points, goddamn it. Get your ass
Man,
out of here, cuz.
man.
Yeah,
well,
yeah, motherfucker,
I'm gonna
get your
swing the
ass
knife
out
in
of
front
here,
of me and they gonna
motherfucker.
fall and die. Like,
Well, to hell with both of y'all,
And I'm
motherfuckers.
going to
Nigga,
raid their
that's my
cachet.
plan. That's my plan, motherfucker. Shit,
I
what's
get it.
y'all
man,
plan?
this is how
Y'all gonna get chewed the fuck up. Shit.
Yeah, I tried to
well,
tell you my plan, and you went into
shit.
that fucking that bullshit. But this is the real plan: hit the motherfucking U-Haul,
Nah, you talking bullshit,
get
Oh
all
well,
the tape,
whatever happened.
get the tools, get all the cutting equipment. If you got to the people who work there, they could be hostages or meat, whichever one for them. And then you hit the motherfucking, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, what the fuck this nigga talking about?
You drive through the Walmart or the Sam's like Blues Brothers in that big ass motherfucking U-Haul truck.
Oh, I gotta pull my
Anybody get in
blunt
the
back
way? You
out
know
on
what I'm
your
saying?
ass.
You stop at the you stop at the hardware session,
Well,
load that
come on.
motherfucker up, then you hit the
Man,
food, all that shit,
I
right?
gotta light my shit back
Yeah.
up. This
like, like,
motherfucker.
whatever
I show you how to
happens
do this, huh?
under those circumstances. I hope I have some good weed when it happens.
You hear me?
I mean, if I want to enjoy being in fuck it mode. That's what it is.
Oh yeah, for sure. For
Hey,
sure.
y'all remember that one part? If y'all ever played it on GTA, that one part where you high and you gotta shoot off them damn aliens and shit that's coming at you.
Aliens,
Here we go.
yeah. I actually got to that part. I was enjoying my diesel, smoking my diesel, and I was like, yeah, he had to be having diesel when he was fighting them aliens. Yeah.
Oh, that's fine.
Raven, I wanted to quickly add on to what you were talking about when I think Kev was asking how long it. I believe it was Kev that was asking like how long from like a seed to your blunt. Like basically, like your initial process is going to take about like 3 to 4 months, depending on the strain.
And then you got to
But
cure.
after, yes, you have to cure as well. I'm talking about the entire process, like seed to blunt, is three to
Oh,
four months on
yeah,
average. But
yeah.
like
It's
after,
3 to 4 months, and then you got the curing phase before you can really well. And then and
I'm
even
talking
that
about
is
altogether,
iffy because I
depending on
like
the
to
strain.
sample as I cure. That,
Well,
that's that's
like,
that's how I know when it's ready.
like what I was trying to get into was I'm assuming you already do this. I know you do. Um, basically, after you have your first initial harvest, like all you need to do is have your mother plant and cut off clones off of her, and
Oh
then now your
man.
3 to 4 months is 2 to 3 months.
Oh, bro, I'm unlimited, so I can make thousands of clones. So I don't even have to. I mean, I don't even. That's why I don't even deal with my clones, y'all. I mean, if I need to make another plant, I just throw another seed in. I got to hook up and I get authentic seeds. I'm unlimited.
Well, you were talking about growing outdoors, so like you could fucking grow
Yeah,
different types of plants.
people could ask me, "Why don't you come move out here?"
Gonna take one hit and make you hush up, nigga. Shut the fuck up.
Like
But yeah,
like
and when
I could tell that.
but you're right. When you are dealing with clones, now that's how you can grow a hell of a lot, and you can actually shorten your time. You can shorten your time down big time because I mean you can flip a clone within 3 weeks.
I could tell the difference between outdoor and indoor weed. The reason how you could tell is if you buy like a large amount, like just look at the branch, and you'll see
Mhm.
like the distance between node to node.
The nodes, yeah.
Yeah, you like, and the reason why you see that difference is because they're stretching to the sun.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
This is so lovely. Thank you to the Most High God, or for we.
All right. Yeah.
But
Uh,
also, Kev, I mean, the curing phase, which is something we slightly just tapped in. The curing phase is also the most important. Now, the curing that's the part where it could take up to because some people do cure their buds from 6 months out to a year. And oh my God, if you ever cure some cannabis for up to a year and then hit it,
What is what
let
is
me
what is
know.
what is the process of cure of what?
Let me
Now,
know.
now, now when you
Let
when,
me
when
like
you
know.
say
I
cure,
haven't been brave to do it. I have never been brave to do it. No.
when you
yeah.
say
Like,
cure, you're saying put it in a stasis to where it gets even more potent.
well,
Yes.
yes, exactly. That's what curing is.
Exactly.
Basically, like he does it outdoors, so I'm not sure how he does it outdoor, but indoors, like all you got
No,
to
I do
do
it
is just
indoor.
put it. Oh, you do it indoor. Okay,
Hmm.
so basically, all you got to do is just like have it in darkness, have like some proper circulation
Hmm.
going on. You got a fan and you got
You
your
got your humidity
PVC.
packs.
Yeah, like you're basically just taking the moisture out of the weed is all you're doing.
Yep.
Right.
Yep.
But but
And that's
with
how
but
you
with the
get
consistent
that's how you get
environment
a,
though.
a
So
actual because I mean weed's gonna most weed have that normal natural weed aroma,
hmm.
but indicas, certain sativas, they actually have a distinct actual aroma. So, like if it's like chocolate Thai, if oh God bless chocolate Thai, when chocolate Thai before it didn't really go extinct. I do know someone over in Russia that actually still has the actual seed. I think this guy only puts the seeds on market like once a year to the highest bidder, and it's basically
Wow.
like 1,500 a seed or actual chocolate Thai. But chocolate Thai, the bark of the plant, it smelled like chocolate.
Right.
Now you
Uh,
you guys may back in the day of Freak Neek, back in the 90s, y'all may have remembered that special high potent chocolate cannabis when you smoked it, or someone smoked it at a concert, you smelled nothing but chocolate. That's chocolate tie. It went
Well,
extreme.
Raven, I got a question for you because like it sounds like you're doing this at like pretty much like an industrial type of level. Because I like there was a dude that I used to play Call of Duty with that he actually showed me a video because he like I'm not sure if he owns a dispensary or he like he sells to a dispensary, but he's a grower. But he had this machine and the machine actually did all of the trimming for him. Like
Oh
basically,
God, oh yeah, I know what you're
yeah,
talking about. No, no, no,
yeah.
no,
He
no,
told
no,
me
no,
the
no.
machine
I
was
would
like
never
five or
in my
ten
life.
grand. Now,
I would
when I see
never in my
that shit,
life
I was
use one
just
of them
like,
damn
holy
machines.
fuck, I need that in my life.
Hell no, 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 no. Absolutely not.
Why? Why?
No,
Why?
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 It
because
saves you a
those. I
lot of
mean, oh my
time.
God.
It
After you
saves
come
you a
out the
lot of
harvest, I
time.
mean, pretty much those machines, all the trichomones that they it's just mutilating. No, I
Oh
manicure
man.
my buds. That's why if I need to sell an ounce, my ounces are $300.
Oh, yeah.
Okay,
Oh,
that's because they're
so you're a craft
manicured.
grower then.
I mean, I totally manicure all my buds.
Yeah, the craft growers are always the best. Yeah, it makes sense from what
Hmm.
you've said so far. Like
Yeah.
that's like for me, like I said, weed is legal here, but like the best companies that I've seen are the craft growers because they actually care about the quality of what they're putting out.
Well, I shall smoke to this smoke show.
Yeah, yeah. This smoke show. But yeah, been a couple hours.
Yeah, finna mash out. Y'all have a good night. Appreciate the
Word.
sharpening.
No, sorry,
Holla.
Diesel is not the same. Shin.
Make sure you do your 50 push-ups, Rogus, before you go to sleep, nigga. And that's the word, nigga. That's an order.
Word. Thanks for coming through, Mr. Snooze Kicker. All righty. All right. So probably gonna go ahead and get final statements in. Really appreciate you coming through, Raven, and answering a bunch of questions. And like I didn't know that much went into, you know,
Yeah, appreciate it, man.
yeah,
Oh yeah. Hey, thank you, Kev. I appreciate for
yeah,
allowing me to talk about this tonight. And
yeah.
always, I love hanging out with y'all guys. Y'all my brothers. Y'all my big brothers. It's
Word.
been officially, Kev. I have to say, what 2 years now? I've been hanging out with the line steppers,
2 years
and
might even be closer to 3.
it might be closer to 3. Yeah. So I like it around here. Please keep up with this good content where all of us brothers can sit back and we can have these nice discussions late at night. So if there's anything you ever
Yeah.
need or want to know, I'm getting my channel together. I'm gonna have a whole bunch of video and photos, including some of this stuff. So I'm getting it all together, and y'all, you know,
Real quick, Raven. So what do you think of the Royal Rumble since you got it under your?
well, okay. One, I am so happy that my girl Jade Cargill is in the WWE. I thought the women's Royal
Yes.
Rumble it was better than the men's Royal Rumble.
Me too. I thought it was too. Yeah.
Yeah, I thought the men actually kind of lacked it big time this year, but the women's definitely put on a good show. I'm happy that Cody won because I mean this is his story, and he's basically walking in Dusty's footsteps right now. So it's like
Yeah.
I can no longer look at Cody as the kid anymore. I got to look at Cody as the man.
Yeah.
And
Absolutely.
and I'm like, that part I like. I'm happy that CM Punk got back. It's sad that he got hurt. It's a
Yeah.
torn tricep. He's not gonna make it for WrestleMania. But this is a good chance that we'll see AJ Lee. Y'all may have not seen what AJ Lee looks like now. When y'all do see AJ Lee, y'all are gonna trip the hell out because AJ done got buff. She's different now. So
Oh shit.
oh yeah, oh yeah. Wait till you see AJ Lee when she pop up. Oh yeah, you gonna trip out. Um, Other than that, I look forward to WrestleMania in Philly. I hope we are getting the Jade Cargill versus Bianca match.
I hope so
However,
too.
when they did that face off, I was like, you know what? They are gonna be friends first. It looks like they're gonna go ahead and do this tag team first, and then started later, but they already, everybody's hype about that. I got to give a huge shout out to Nia Jax. I think that BBW is just beautiful, and she's working a monster heel right now. She's overcame a lot of trouble over the past couple years, and she's on track. I sat back and watched Paul Levesque's post press conference, and hey, after what's happened to Vince, we're just now in that new era. So we just gotta
Like Raven, I just wanted to quickly say before you head out of here, consider making a growing channel and potentially collaborate with the RPM because
all right.
like when I was trying to find out about this stuff, I had to learn from white people. There was no black people talking about this stuff. We don't have any sort of representation in this kind of shit. And black people smoke a lot of weed. Am I right or am I wrong?
Oh, you're right.
Typically, they
You're
smoke a
very
lot
right.
of weed. So
Huh.
it's part of the culture, unfortunately. But we smoke a lot of weed. So
It
these
sure
are
is.
things that we should be representing ourselves for instead of giving all these other people credit and views and clicks and all this kind of shit, right?
Yeah.
And you seem to know your shit. RPM knows his shit.
I've
It'll be nice to have that sort of representation. Is all I'm trying to say.
well, yeah. I mean, now when it does come to the botanicals, my shit is gonna be on level of Canuck because I worked with him all last year. He's taught me what camera equipment I need. I'm also, I got experience in that myself. But yeah, I'm getting it all together. And RPM, don't worry, we're gonna be in touch. We're gonna really be in touch. And you will learn a lot in the mountains because believe me, that's where I had to go to learn. Yeah, and all white folks. Yeah, I was adopted by a white person, so yeah.
Well,
Well, you're still black in my book.
Thank you. Yeah, I got my black card. My sister goes when I finally told her. My sister goes, "Do you know how important you are to black women?" I just got quiet. But I appreciate y'all, brothers. Well, shout out to you, Chaos Rain. It's almost 1:00. I gotta go to sleep and get ready for work in the morning, and I'll be around. All right.
All right, Raven. Thanks for
peace,
coming
brother.
through, man. Once again,
Peace, bros. Peace out.
peace. All right, Andre, Ray, whichever one of you want to go.
I'll go. Thank you for having me up. I enjoyed the conversation, and don't be afraid to offend people. Like I said earlier, if you're not willing to offend people, you're not a real friend or family member. So
Yeah, I get that. And I mean, I know this. I'm just speaking. I mean, whether you were referring to the likes of me or not, just know this. I'm not afraid to offend people. It's just that I spent a period in my life where I offended people for so long that it just I don't know any new and clever ways to offend folks. So I mean, and I try to do it without being like too blatant with it, meaning that, I'd rather be creative and just say some shit like, "Well, fuck you, goddamn," I'd rather not do that. I'd just rather be clever with it, make a couple people laugh because you don't know how that just melts a person's soul when you do that. I mean, it just their ego just spills all over the place and evaporates and shit, and it just is nothing they can do. So, I mean, just we all gotta treat that kind of thing like an art form. So, and I mean that way it becomes that way it's a lot more fun.
yeah, my whole thing is you're not afraid to say what needs to be said when it needs to be said. So I could definitely rock with that any day of the week.
Yeah, awesome stuff. So, thank you once again, and thank you for he jumped off before I could say hey. Thank you for the super chat love tonight, man. Really appreciate it. Andre 416 Reform. You are a true supporter of this channel. And we appreciate you. Well, I appreciate you having you around. If I speak in the terms of we, it's gonna be probably everybody who visits this channel. But Ray, you got anything you want to say? Ray, that rhymed.
Nah, nothing more. Just thanks for having me on for the little bit of time I was here. So thank you.
Yeah. All right. Ray Hummer, that guy believes in brotherhood. You best believe that. He takes that shit very seriously.
Oh
All
yeah.
right. All right. And Chaos Rain, anything you want to say
Damn, I
before
miss a lot, Kev. I have no words to say, bro.
that
I was
man that man has no words. But Chaos was he was live streaming himself. So definitely go check that out and drop your link in the chat.
yeah,
Yeah. Support Chaos Rain, man. That's what we're here to do. Support Black Men Media. That's what we're here for. That's what we're here to do. Oh, once again, Andre 416 on the way out, man. Appreciate it. Hashtag long live the habitual line steppers. Good shit. All right. So we have the thanks for everybody who came through and took their time to chill with your boy tonight. After all, a non-topic show that actually turned into a quite the interesting topic. It was a conversation that I always wanted to, have, and we had some very, some knowledgeable folks up here, and we got knowledgeable people in the chat. You know what I'm saying? And I'll be sure to keep this show up, and even keep it in my StreamYard in the archives because I just go back, listen to it, just take pointers, take notes and everything. It's yeah, man. We gotta have to learn and grow and evolve and adapt to what this society is becoming. Because if we are just looking to, I would say, be saved or look for everyone else to do it, then they're going to be in control and not us. And that's not something that I wish on any of us as a people, and as a group of men, as a group of men. So yeah, so I enjoyed the show tonight. And special thanks to Raven Knight for coming through with the knowledge and uh uh like I said, special thanks to Andre 416 Reform. Thank you for the super chat support, man. Super chat love. Really, really, really appreciate it, man. Like I said, you are a supporter of this channel, and yeah, that kind of thing will always be remembered, sir. So one more time before you mind. Okay, all right. So yeah, definitely come through for Reaction Wednesday. Yeah, definitely Reaction Wednesday. I will be reacting to a show that aired almost 4 years ago. Yeah. So I told y'all, nothing or no one is safe, and yes, it is space related. It is Black Manosphere related. I would even go as far as to say this: it's anti-Black Manosphere related. So can't wait for y'all to see it. It's probably gonna be sort of a long show because that broadcast is almost 4 hours long. So what I'm probably gonna have to do is I'm gonna probably have to just focus on some timestamps and the important parts because I ain't gonna go through all that shit. And, you when I and when Reaction Wednesday comes up and you see exactly what I'm talking about, you'll understand why. It's a lot to react to, but it probably won't take that long because this doesn't have, I guess, that much substance. It has just like one or two direct messages, but I'll anticipate seeing everybody that's watching right now, plus some more people on this Wednesday's Reaction Wednesday. So please be there. And if the ones that are down, I know I'm gonna see y'all. So anyway, man. So let me shout out once again. Thank you all the panelists, the live chat as usual, the moderators and content creators that come through and support the channel just by their presence, really. The super chats, thank you. The habitual line steppers, long live, and replay gang, and the membership. But the replay gang, just hashtag replay gang or say something like replay, comment with replay in it. Just let me know that you're there. And you like I said, I'm very interactive with the subscribers and anyone that decides to say anything on this channel. You are much appreciated. Seriously, at the end of the day. So long live the habitual line steppers. In Kev we trust. And yeah, seriously, when you don't give up, you definitely shall win. Peace out.